Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a flip through of my 2023 Hobonichi Weeks. As you can see, it got pretty chunky, but not quite as chunky as it could have because I did not get this planner until April, so the first few months are blank. I'm going to tuck this little ribbon into the back so we can jump right into the spreads. Alright, here is my first Hobonichi Weeks spread. I went with a strawberry theme because I really wanted to use these two washi tapes. I think it turned out really cute, which is kind of surprising to me because from the start I wasn't sure how I wanted to use this planner, and you'll see as I go through the spreads that I was constantly changing how I marked things and how I sectioned off my spreads and things like that. But overall, I think this came out really cute and also very functional. On the left side, I kept it very simple and just marked to-dos and big events. On the right, I made a place to mark Bible studies, and at the top I put a habit tracker for my social media content creation, and then I left a big section to do some journaling. So this planner was really a combination of functional planning and memory keeping for me, which is probably my favorite way to plan. Here's my second spread. I changed a few things in this spread. First off, I highlighted the dates to make faux date covers. I really like how that looked, especially when I highlighted the weekend as a separate color, because I don't usually have a weekend banner for these spreads since I don't use a lot of kits in here. I should also mention that this planner is very functional and minimal. I don't like to use kits in it, or I didn't, I should say, since I'm done with this planner now. But I prefer to use pen, highlighter, and just a few decorative stickers, so you'll notice that most of my spreads don't have kits. On this side, I switched out my Bible study for an exercise tracker because I already mark Bible studies in my Hobonichi Cousin, so it felt kind of redundant to have them in here as well. And I didn't do any other habit trackers, I just made a this week section with some little highlights from the week. This spread is another very simplistic spread. I'm not a huge fan of this one, I'm not sure why. And I don't know why I didn't use washi on this spread unless I didn't have one that matched the colors I wanted to use for the highlighters and brush pens. But overall, this is not one of my favorite spreads. I changed up the right-hand side again. I did a habit tracker and exercise tracker combo in the little space right here. I made a to-do list and also a daily highlight page. I do like the sidebar, I just don't overall like how the spread looks. Okay, this spread I did not totally finish filling out because I was on vacation for part of the week and I didn't bring this planner with me on my Florida trip. I also had less to plan this week, which is why it's not really filled out, but I think it's really cute. I like the orange theme. In this column here, I did a priority section and I also put a reflection column at the bottom. This spread is totally blank because I was on vacation the whole time. And then this spread is also partially blank because I was on vacation for this part of the week. But for the part of the week where I was actually back in town, I did a Memorial Day theme, red, white, and blue. I think it looks really cute. And I kept up the social media habit tracking in the reflection section. This is the first time I used a kit in this planner. This kit is from my shop. It's actually a back to school kit, but I just wanted to use it because the colors are very cute. I'm not in school or anything, but it was fun to use. It did sort of alter my planning style because I had full boxes to use and a lot more stickers to pull from. I got to put down real date covers for once, and of course use functionals like icons and bill due stickers. I do think the kit looks really cute. It's just not something I would do every week personally in this planner. I prefer to save kits for special occasions. Next up, we have a green theme. I don't know why I did a green themed kit because I'm not the biggest fan of the color green, but again, I think it's pretty cute. Nothing really new in terms of the layout of this spread. I don't think there's anything new. So moving on to the next spread. This one I did not finish filling out because at the time I did not like how this spread turned out, and I'm not sure why, because looking at it now I think it's really cute. I love the color combo. I love this cute sloth washi. But yeah, at the time I just let it sort of slide and just put it off until the next week. I don't know why. Maybe it was just an off week for me, but I did a grocery list on this side, and then I don't usually put washi on this section with the days, but I think that looks really cute. And the washi is really thin, so it doesn't take up much space. Next, I used part of a kit. I actually spread this kit over 2 weeks. You'll see the second part in a second here. And this kit is from my shop. This was my 4th of July kit for this year. And because I was going to put it over 2 weeks, I did only use part of the stickers each time. So on this spread, I used the date covers and the skinnier washi. And on the next one, I used the thicker washi and the weekend banner just to keep it balanced. Now this week, I tried a bunch of different things. So I started doing a reading tracker on this side of the planner, and I love doing the reading tracker in this planner, but I didn't like having it on this side. You'll see it eventually gets moved over. I also tried a sleep tracker. That I didn't find very useful. It was interesting to track, but I just don't really need to track that. I just thought it would be fun because I see a lot of people doing graphs in their planners and I wanted to try it, but it's just not something that I need to keep up with. Here is actual 4th of July week. This is really cute too. As you can see, I still have the reading tracker going on, and I actually made a highlights section here instead of priorities like I had over here. The highlights section was fun, but I prefer to put all of that into my this week section. So again, this is not something that stuck around. Moving on to the next week, because I've been using a kit for the last couple weeks, I went very simplistic with this spread. Very minimal stickers, and I love this spread. I think it turned out really, really good. I was still doing my reading tracker, and I actually was tracking the page numbers, but I thought that made it look a little too cramped with all the writing, so I did not keep up with that. I did meal tracking over here, a habit tracker, and then a little next week section and some highlights. So a lot of different stuff. Again, I was just not sure how to use this planner, and I really enjoyed switching up the spreads every week. I felt like it was just a really good way to stay creative and stay interested in the planner. Here's another spread that I didn't really finish filling out because I didn't like how it was turning out. I remember not liking how my handwriting was looking, and I didn't love this washi that I chose. It looked better on the roll, I guess. So I'm just gonna skip past this. Okay, this one I think is really cute. I really wanted to use this washi tape, and I had these mild liners that I thought matched really well. I did away with the column on this side of the page and just did a to-do and highlights page along with a little habit tracker right there. And I'm still keeping up with the reading tracker on the left. Next up, another pretty simple spread. I went with the full page over here instead of making another column again, and just kept it simple with pen and brush pens. There's actually not a single sticker on this spread, which is kind of crazy since I do own a sticker shop, but you know, sometimes simplistic is best. Okay, this spread I like too because I got to use this really cute sloth washi. I've been wanting to use that for a while. I thought this was a good week to use it. I went back to tracking my exercise here. There is a little bit of smearing from this pen. I forget which pen it was, but I quickly learned that on this type of paper, gel pens and pens that have really thick ink that takes a long time to dry is not the best to use. Here we have another kit. This one I used because it was a very special week. It was my business's 7th anniversary. So of course I wanted to use a kit from my shop. This was our anniversary exclusive Under the Sea Winston kit. I kept up the reading tracker this week even though I really did not have time to read because I was so busy. So I don't like how blank this is, but it is what it is. I have my workout tracker and also social media tracker over here, and then the same old to-do and highlight section again. Next up is a simpler spread because I was really busy with shop stuff, so I didn't do a kit, and I didn't use very many stickers. I pulled my Bible studies back in for this week. I'm honestly not sure why, unless it was because I knew I wasn't going to have time to exercise, so I didn't want to have a tracker in here that was going to be totally blank. I also put in a motivational Bible verse. The next week I was on another short vacation, so it had a lot of vacation related stuff marked in it, including a packing list over here. I'm not crazy about this spread either. First of all, the colors remind me of the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. It just gives a very weird, almost like Halloween-y vibe, even though it wasn't even close to Halloween. I'm not sure why I picked those colors. I also don't like that I used a black brush pen over here and a purple one here. I wish I'd used one or the other. Don't know what I was thinking with this spread. Next up, we have a really cute, colorful, fun spread. Again, I based this one around a washi because I wanted to use this washi. And this is where I finally moved my reading tracker over to this column, and I like that so much better. Since these boxes are not very big, I do like having the whole thing to write to-dos in. And I think reading is the best thing for me to track over here because I track exercise and my Bible studies and habits in different places. So they don't need to be tracked in here. it just makes sense to put reading over here. Here is another simpler spread. I don't really have much to say about it, just very simple purple spread. Then we have another vacation spread. So I was out of town for the majority of this week, and I didn't bother doing a full spread on this side because I knew I was just going to be packing and cleaning and getting ready for vacation. I was on vacation this whole week, and then I returned on this week. So this week started October, so I did start using some Halloween themed stickers. I think it looks really cute. And because I was just getting back into the swing of things, I didn't do a to-do list or anything. I knew I was going to have a lighter work week, so I did a bigger reading log over here where I actually drew out the stars and did some mini reviews for my books, which I enjoyed. This spread, I didn't like the colors or something that I picked here, so I didn't totally fill it out either. So we're just gonna skip over that spread to this one. This is an all pen spread. I believe this is the only all pen spread in this planner, and this worked really well for me. It was super functional, and I needed a really functional spread because I had new releases going on and I knew I was going to be busy. So I think this was a really good choice for this week. I wouldn't do it every week because I do like the stickers and the fun colors, but sometimes I also think that a simpler all pen spread is necessary. All right, here is another kit. I really loved this Fall Winston kit that I designed for my shop this year, so I wanted to use it. And I used a lot more of the kit than I normally would in this planner. Because it's such a small planner, I don't usually use all the washi tapes and all the checklists and things, but I just love this kit and I really wanted to use it. And I think it looks really cute without being too crowded. This week is another kind of different week because I moved to my new apartment this week. So I put in a moving checklist, and most of the stuff over here is moving related. It was also Halloween, so that also added an element of just busyness and sort of celebration to the week. This is not a normal week at all, and I didn't mark a lot of my normal things, but it's still really cute. Okay, this week we were still getting settled into our new place, and I didn't have a lot of stuff to mark besides moving, organizing, ordering furniture, building furniture, and all that stuff, but I did keep up with my reading tracker, which was fun. Here is another simpler spread because I was getting back into work after moving, and I didn't have time to put down lots of stickers and definitely no time to use a kit. I use a thicker pen in this spread. I'm not sure which one exactly, but I really don't prefer the way it looks. I think in such a small planner, this bold of a pen just looks kind of clunky. I do though really like this washi tape that I chose. I think that's so pretty. This week was Thanksgiving. I probably could have used this spread more to its full potential, but I wanted to focus on Thanksgiving and not worrying about filling out my planners. So I just did a meal plan, but I did fill out most of this side of the spread, so it wasn't a total waste. Then we jump into Christmas spreads. I always love doing Christmas spreads. They're my absolute favorite. This one has some really cute Santa washi at the bottom. And I decided to do a Christmas to-do list on the side, like a bucket list, just so I could go back and refer to it throughout the month. Next up is a simpler Christmas spread, but I still really like it. On the side, I did another one of those big reading trackers, which was fun. Another Christmas spread. This one was fun because I went to see the Nutcracker, so I got to add in some Nutcracker deco. And I don't know why, but I did highlights at the top and to-do list at the bottom on this spread. It looks kind of weird to me. I think it looks unbalanced. I definitely prefer them switched over, but it's not really a big deal. I just don't know what made me switch them up like that. Here is my probably most Christmassy spread. Well, the last two are both very Christmassy. I went on another vacation this week, so again, I didn't finish filling it out, and I did use the sidebar as a packing list. I find that works really well for me when I'm going on vacations to have a packing list on paper. And I absolutely love this swan washi down here. So pretty. I look forward to using that every year. Alright, so here is my actual Christmas week spread. I think it's really cute, but honestly I wasn't using my planner very much this week. I filled it out at the beginning of the week and up to about Wednesday, as you can see, and then I kind of just let it go because I was on vacation. And that is actually the last spread in this planner, which is so crazy. I cannot believe it's already filled up, but I really enjoyed getting to use this planner this year. I've had a Weeks before, about 3 years ago, but I definitely feel like I use this one much more functionally while also having fun and keeping things very cute. And funnily enough, I think this was my favorite spread in this planner. I wish I had filled it out all the way. I don't know what I was thinking, but I think it's really adorable now. And if I do get a Weeks for next year, I'll probably plan in a similar fashion to this spread next year. I would love it if you commented below and told me which spread was your favorite. And if you have any questions about any stickers or where anything is from, you can leave that in a comment down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye!